So Doc Rivers out of LA after a disappointing season. I mean, a disappointing season. Up 3-1, blew a 19, a 16, and a 12-point lead to the Denver Nuggets. So I'm not surprised this happened. I'm not surprised at all. It had to happen. You had Doc for 7 years, no Western Conference Finals appearance. He had Blake, he had Chris Paul, up 3-1 against the Houston Rockets, blew that lead. And granted, I think they should have gave Doc Rivers some grace this year and waited until next season to see if he was going to deliver a championship. And if he didn't deliver a championship, you know what? We can get him out of there then, because come on, give the man grace. I think just because this season was a crazy season. It's a crazy year. We have the Heat and the Lakers in the finals, two teams that didn't make the playoffs last year. Okay. Just let that sink in for a moment. Two teams that did not make the playoffs are in the playoffs. And now they're in the playoffs. They won all the games. And now they're in the NBA Finals. And we were all envisioning that Laker and Clipper playoff game. Everybody, when the first game tipped off, everybody was waiting for the Western Conference Finals. Everybody. Clippers versus Lakers, Clippers versus Lakers, Clippers versus Lakers. And Doc couldn't get it done because I think he didn't make no good adjustments. Never tried to double or trap Murray to get the ball out of his hand when he was hot. Never said, you know what, Kawhi, you need to go get Murray right now. Or Kawhi, he could have said that himself. Like, I don't think great adjustments were made. I'm not an NBA coach, but just from watching the game, when somebody is going off for 20, 15, 13 in the fourth quarter or in any quarter, blitz them. Send a double. Blitz the pick and roll every time. But that never happened. Never happened. Now, I'm not blaming this L on the coach, okay? Granted, you had Montrezl Harrell coming off the loss of his grandmother, so he had to get back in shape. Lou Williams, he missed a lot of practice time due to him leaving the bubble and having to come back in. So he missed a lot of practice time. And Paul George, he missed so many games during the regular season. Kawhi, low management. So this team didn't have great chemistry. Okay, great. They didn't have good chemistry. They ain't spent enough time together. And now Doc is like, okay, what do I do? How do I push the chips? Like, what do I do when Murray's are just full on attacking me? What about our offense? What about our defense? What about the matchups? No chemistry on defense or offense. It was either Kawhi, PG, or bust in the playoffs. Get a ball to Kawhi Leonard, let him sit on the wing, and let him see what he's going to do. And they're going to send a double. Did Denver double? Of course they doubled. He's Kawhi Leonard. You have to double. But no good adjustments, in my opinion, were made that series. And Doc has had so many years with the Clippers, up just 7 years there, and no Western Conference Finals appearance. Come on. That's come on, man. And I feel like this year he should have got a pass, but it just couldn't work out. Now, I want y'all to let me know who you think will be the new head coach. Is it Mark Jackson? Is it Ty Lue? Sam Cassell? Does a Mike D'Antoni go there instead of going to Philly? Like, what happens in this coaching situation? I really want to know. I want to know how the Clippers will step up. I want to know who will step in and change the culture there in Los Angeles, in Clipperstown. Or most of all, just change the name from Clippers to something else. Okay? Change the name from Clippers to something else. And I think it's going to go good for you. It's going to go good for you. But Doc Rivers, you had a great run. You played with had some great talent on your team. You did a lot last year when Kevin Durant was lighting y'all up for 50. You took them to 6 games. You are a great coach. But when you have people like Kawhi Leonard and Paul George and Lou Williams and Montrezl Harrell, Patrick Beverley, and these teams, and you need to deliver. You need to get that championship. But they didn't give him enough time, in my opinion, with that team. I think they just totaled all the L's together and said, you know what, we need to move on from Doc. They didn't give Doc enough time, in my opinion. He needs more time with that team, and maybe they could have got it done next year. But hey, I'm excited to see who will be the new head coach of this team. We already got Steve Nash as a head coach with the Brooklyn Nets. I wonder who's next. Who's really next to step in this role and really do something. All right, man. That's what we got here. That's what we got today, man. So let me know who you think. Let me know who you think will be the new head coach. Until then, Daily Thinkers, keep thinking, keep asking, keep questioning, and most of all, keep trusting Christ Jesus. PG, you got to do better. You are a superstar. Just do better. That's it.